Let's get started. Today I'm going to make building challenge of Nether portal with my friends Pro, Hacker, and God. And while I will build it, I would like to tell you one delightful story about the adventures of two friends Harry and Ron in the Netherworld. One day, while walking through an old house, they wandered into one room and found a strange portal there, which sent them to another dimension. Also, don't forget to press like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's build! In the small town of Willow Creek, two best friends, Harry and Ron, were exploring an old, abandoned house on the outskirts of town. As they wandered through the dusty rooms, they came upon a door that seemed to lead to nowhere. Intrigued, they pushed it open and found themselves in a room unlike any they had ever seen before. The walls were lined with shelves filled with strange objects, and in the center of the room, there was a glowing portal. It shimmered with an otherworldly light, beckoning them closer. "Whoa, Ron, check this out," exclaimed Harry, stepping closer to the portal. "Careful, Harry, we don't know what this thing does," warned Ron, but Harry was already reaching out a hand to touch it. As soon as his hand made contact with the portal, a sudden gust of wind swept through the room, and before they knew it, Harry and Ron were being pulled into the portal, their bodies twisting and turning as they were sucked into another dimension. When Harry and Ron opened their eyes, they found themselves in a strange, dark world. The sky was a deep shade of purple, and the ground was made of a spongy material that bounced with every step they took. "Where are we, Harry?" asked Ron, looking around in awe. "I think we're in another dimension, Ron. This place is incredible," replied Harry, excitement bubbling up inside him. As they explored the Netherworld, they encountered all sorts of strange creatures, from fire-breathing dragons to friendly, talking mushrooms. They had to solve puzzles, navigate treacherous landscapes, and outsmart the evil sorcerer who ruled over the Netherworld. "Watch out for that lava pit, Harry," shouted Ron, as Harry narrowly avoided stepping into a pool of bubbling lava. "Thanks, Ron. That was close," replied Harry, his heart racing. Despite the dangers, Harry and Ron pressed on, determined to find a way back home. Along the way, they made new friends, learned valuable lessons about friendship and bravery, and had more adventures than they ever thought possible. After what felt like an eternity, Harry and Ron finally found the portal that would take them back to Willow Creek. As they stepped through, they were greeted by the familiar sights and sounds of their hometown. "We did it, Ron! We made it back!" exclaimed Harry, throwing his arms around his friend. "Yeah, but I wouldn't trade our adventure in the Netherworld for anything," replied Ron, grinning from ear to ear. And so, Harry and Ron's Netherworld adventure came to an end, but the memories they made would last a lifetime. As they returned home, they knew that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other in the incredible adventure they shared. As Harry and Ron returned to Willow Creek, they couldn't wait to tell their friends and family about their incredible adventure. They rushed to Ron's house, bursting with excitement. "Mom, Dad, you won't believe what happened to us," exclaimed Ron, as he and Harry recounted their journey to the Netherworld. "That sounds like quite the adventure, boys. We're just glad you're home safe and sound," said Ron's mom, giving them both a hug. The news of Harry and Ron's adventure spread quickly through Willow Creek, and soon, they were hailed as heroes. The mayor even declared a special Harry and Ron Day to celebrate their bravery. But despite all the attention, Harry and Ron knew that the greatest reward of all was the bond of friendship they had formed on their journey. One day, while exploring the woods on the outskirts of town, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a hidden cave. Inside, they found a map that seemed to lead to another portal, one that could take them to a whole new world. "Should we go for it, Harry?" asked Ron, excitement bubbling up inside him. "Absolutely, Ron. This could be our next great adventure," replied Harry, his eyes shining with excitement. And so, with the map in hand, Harry and Ron set off on a new adventure, ready to explore new worlds, meet new creatures, and make new friends. As they journeyed through the unknown, they knew that no matter where their adventures took them, they would always have each other, and the unbreakable bond of friendship that had been forged in the fires of the Netherworld. As Harry and Ron stepped through the portal, they found themselves in a lush, green world unlike anything they had ever seen before. The trees were taller, the rivers clearer, and the air sweeter than they had ever imagined. "Wow, Ron, look at this place. It's amazing," exclaimed Harry, taking in the beauty of their surroundings. "I know, right? It's like something out of a fairy tale," replied Ron, his eyes wide with wonder. As they explored the new world, they encountered all sorts of strange and wonderful creatures, from friendly elves to mischievous sprites. They had to navigate dense forests, cross treacherous rivers, and climb towering mountains to uncover the secrets of this magical land. But through it all, Harry and Ron stuck together, facing every challenge head-on and never losing sight of their goal. And as they made their way through this new world, they knew that no matter what dangers lay ahead, as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. And so, Harry and Ron's adventures continued, their friendship growing stronger with each passing day, as they explored new worlds and made memories that would last a lifetime. As Harry and Ron explored the new world, they learned of a powerful crystal that could grant its wielder unimaginable power. Determined to find the crystal and keep it out of the hands of evil, they set out on a quest that would test their bravery and friendship like never before. Along the way, they faced fierce creatures and daunting challenges, but with their quick wits and unwavering determination, they overcame every obstacle in their path. After many trials and tribulations, Harry and Ron finally reached the lair of the evil sorcerer who sought to claim the crystal for himself. In a fierce battle that shook the very foundations of the earth, they fought bravely, using all their skills and courage to defeat the sorcerer and secure the crystal. As they stood victorious, the crystal in their hands, Harry and Ron knew that they had not only saved the new world from certain destruction but had also proven the strength of their friendship. With the crystal safely in their possession, Harry and Ron knew it was time to return home. Stepping through the portal, they found themselves back in Willow Creek, where they were greeted as heroes once again. But this time, the greatest reward was knowing that they had faced incredible challenges and dangers together, and had emerged stronger and closer than ever before. As Harry and Ron settled back into their normal lives, they knew that more adventures awaited them in the future. With the bond of friendship that had been forged in the fires of their adventures, they were ready to face whatever challenges came their way, together. And so, Harry and Ron's adventures continued, their friendship growing stronger with each passing day, as they explored new worlds and made memories that would last a lifetime. One day, while exploring the outskirts of Willow Creek, Harry and Ron stumbled upon an ancient map that led to a lost city. Intrigued, they embarked on a new adventure, determined to uncover the secrets of the lost city and its mysterious inhabitants. As they journeyed through dense jungles and treacherous mountains, they encountered new challenges and made new friends. Together, they unraveled the mysteries of the lost city and discovered its hidden treasures. Upon returning to Willow Creek, Harry and Ron discovered that a great darkness was threatening their town. Determined to protect their home, they rallied their friends and embarked on a quest to defeat the darkness once and for all. Through courage, determination, and the power of friendship, Harry and Ron led the charge against the darkness, ultimately emerging victorious and saving their town from destruction. As Harry and Ron grew older, they continued to have many more adventures together. Each new challenge they faced only served to strengthen their friendship and solidify the bond they shared. Years later, as they sat reminiscing about their adventures, they knew that their friendship was the greatest treasure of all. And as they looked back on all they had accomplished together, they knew that there was no obstacle they couldn't overcome as long as they had each other. And so, Harry and Ron's adventures continued, their friendship enduring through all the trials and tribulations life threw their way, a testament to the power of true friendship. One day, a strange figure appeared in Willow Creek claiming to be a time traveler from the future. Harry and Ron were skeptical at first, but when the time traveler showed them proof of his abilities, they knew they had to help him. Together, they embarked on a journey through time, visiting different eras and witnessing historical events firsthand. But as they traveled further into the past, they began to realize the consequences of their actions on the future. As they journeyed through time, Harry and Ron discovered a plot by an evil villain to alter the course of history for his own gain.
I'm happy to see you again, my friends. It is me, Pro from Minecraft. My friend Noob made very cool nether portal, but I will try to build it even more interesting. And while I do this, I will continue to tell you an exciting story about our surgery friend. Also press like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start building. As they returned to the present, Harry and Ron knew that their adventures were far from over. With each new adventure, they grew stronger, wiser, and more determined to make the most of every moment. And as they sat by the fire, recounting their adventures, they knew that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other, and the incredible bond of friendship that had carried them through it all. One night, while stargazing in the fields outside Willow Creek, Harry and Ron witnessed a strange phenomenon, a cosmic portal opening in the sky. Curious, they approached the portal and were sucked into a whirlwind of light and energy. When they emerged on the other side, they found themselves in a galaxy far, far away. They had unwittingly become part of an intergalactic conflict between two alien civilizations, the Zorblaxians and the Quasarites. Determined to help bring peace to the galaxy, Harry and Ron joined forces with a group of rebels fighting against the oppressive rule of the Zorblaxians. Together, they embarked on a series of daring missions, facing danger at every turn. As the conflict escalated, Harry and Ron found themselves at the forefront of the battle for peace. They led the rebels in a series of daring raids against the Zorblaxian forces, using their knowledge of Earth tactics to outmaneuver the enemy. In a final, climactic battle, Harry and Ron faced off against the Zorblaxian leader in a duel that would determine the fate of the galaxy with courage and determination. They defeated the Zorblaxian leader and brought an end to the conflict. As they returned to Earth, Harry and Ron knew that their adventures in the galaxy had changed them forever. They had faced dangers beyond their wildest imagination and had emerged stronger and more determined than ever before. And as they looked up at the stars, they knew that no matter where life took them, they would always be ready for the next adventure together. One day, while browsing through an old bookstore in Willow Creek, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a dusty old book that spoke of a legendary artifact hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest. Intrigued, they knew that this would be their next great adventure. Armed with the book as their guide, Harry and Ron embarked on a journey to the Amazon, where they faced treacherous jungles, wild animals, and ancient traps left behind by the civilization that once inhabited the region. But through it all, Harry and Ron persevered, their friendship and determination leading them ever closer to their goal. And when they finally reached the hidden temple where the artifact was said to be located, they knew that their adventure was far from over. As Harry and Ron entered the temple, they were greeted by a series of challenges set up to test the worthiness of those seeking the artifact, from riddles to physical trials. Harry and Ron faced them all, relying on their wits and friendship to guide them through. But the greatest challenge came in the form of the guardians of the artifact, ancient spirits tasked with protecting it from those unworthy of its power. In a fierce battle of wills, Harry and Ron proved themselves to be true friends and worthy adventurers, earning the respect of the guardians and the right to claim the artifact. As Harry and Ron emerged from the temple, artifact in hand, they knew that their adventure had been about more than just finding a legendary treasure. It had been about the power of friendship, the strength that comes from working together towards a common goal. And as they made their way back to Willow Creek, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, as long as they had each other, there was nothing they couldn't overcome. After returning from the Amazon, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a mysterious forest on the outskirts of Willow Creek. Intrigued by its mystical aura, they ventured into the forest and soon found themselves lost in its magical depths. As they journeyed deeper into the forest, they encountered enchanted creatures and plants, each with its own unique powers. They had to use their quick thinking and teamwork to navigate the forest's challenges and avoid its dangers. At the heart of the enchanted forest, Harry and Ron discovered the Mirror of Truth, a magical mirror that showed the viewer their deepest desires and fears. Curious, they looked into the mirror and were confronted with visions of their past, present, and future. Through the mirror's reflections, Harry and Ron gained new insights into themselves and their friendship, learning to appreciate each other's strengths and weaknesses even more. Deep within the enchanted forest, Harry and Ron stumbled upon the Fountain of Youth, a legendary spring said to grant eternal youth to those who drank from it. Tempted by the fountain's promise, they hesitated, unsure if they should partake. In the end, they decided that growing old together was a small price to pay for the adventures they had shared and the bond they had formed. They left the fountain untouched, content in the knowledge that true friendship was the greatest treasure of all. As Harry and Ron emerged from the enchanted forest, they knew that their adventures had changed them forever. They had grown wiser, stronger, and more appreciative of the world around them. Returning to Willow Creek, they were greeted as heroes once again, but this time, they knew that the greatest reward was the bond of friendship they shared. And as they looked back on their adventures, they knew that there were many more to come, each one a new chapter in the story of their lives. One day, while exploring the coast near Willow Creek, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a hidden cove that was rumored to be the hideout of a notorious pirate. Captain, intrigued, they decided to investigate, hoping to uncover the pirate's hidden treasure. As they ventured into the cove, they encountered traps, puzzles, and challenges left behind by the pirate to protect his treasure. With their quick thinking and teamwork, They were able to navigate the dangers and reach the pirates' hidden vault. Inside the vault, Harry and Ron found a treasure beyond their wildest dreams, chests filled with gold, jewels, and ancient artifacts, but as they marveled at the riches before them, they realized that the true treasure was not the gold, but the adventure itself and the memories they had made along the way. Deciding to leave the treasure untouched, they left the cove and returned to Willow Creek, knowing that the greatest treasure of all was the bond of friendship they shared. On another adventure, Harry and Ron learned of a fearsome dragon that was terrorizing the countryside near Willow Creek. Determined to put an end to the dragon's rampage, they set out to confront the beast. After a fierce battle, they discovered that the dragon was not evil, but misunderstood. It had been driven from its home by hunters and was only trying to protect itself. With compassion and understanding, Harry and Ron helped the dragon find a new home, ending its rampage and earning its gratitude. As Harry and Ron sat by the fire, reminiscing about their adventures, they knew that their friendship was the greatest treasure of all. Each adventure had brought them closer together, and they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. And so, Harry and Ron's adventures continued, their friendship enduring through all the trials and tribulations life threw their way, a testament to the power of true friendship. One day, Harry and Ron stumbled upon an ancient map that led to the lost city of Atlantis. Intrigued by the mysteries surrounding the city, they embarked on a journey across land and sea to find it. As they ventured deeper into the ocean, they encountered magnificent underwater creatures and breathtaking sights. Eventually, they reached the sunken city and marveled at its beauty and grandeur. In Atlantis, Harry and Ron discovered that the city was not just a myth, but a place of great technological and mystical power. They learned about the city's history and its connection to ancient civilizations around the world. As they explored the city, they uncovered a plot by a group of villains to use Atlantis' power for their own gain. With the help of the Atlantans, Harry and Ron foiled the villains' plans and saved the city from destruction. As they returned to Willow Creek, Harry and Ron reflected on their journey and the lessons they had learned. They realized that true power comes not from technology or magic, but from the bonds of friendship and the courage to do what is right. Back home, they were greeted as heroes once again, but this time, they knew that the real reward was the knowledge that they had made a difference in the world. As Harry and Ron sat under the stars, they knew that their adventures were far from over. With the map to Atlantis as a reminder of the wonders that awaited them, they vowed to continue exploring the world and seeking out new adventures together. And so, Harry and Ron's adventures continued, their friendship growing stronger with each passing day, as they explored new worlds and made memories that would last a lifetime. While exploring a remote island, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a hidden cave that led them to a mysterious moonstone. Legend had it that the moonstone had the power to grant wishes, but only to those who could solve its riddles. Determined to unlock the moonstone's secrets, Harry and Ron embarked on a quest to solve the riddles and uncover the truth behind its power. Along the way, they encountered ancient traps and puzzles that tested their wits and friendship. After solving the moonstone's riddles, Harry and Ron discovered that it did indeed have the power to grant wishes. But instead of using it for their own gain, they decided to use it to help others. They wished for peace in war-torn lands, prosperity for those in need, and happiness for all. And as their wishes came true, they knew that the true power of the moonstone was not in granting wishes, but in inspiring kindness and generosity. As Harry and Ron returned to Willow Creek, they were hailed as heroes once again, but this time, their heroism was not for defeating villains or uncovering treasures, but for their selfless acts of kindness and compassion. The people of Willow Creek celebrated their return, knowing that as long as Harry and Ron were around, there would always be hope and happiness in their town. As Harry and Ron sat by the fire, reflecting on their adventures, they knew that their journey was far from over. With the moonstone as a reminder of the power of kindness, they vowed to continue their adventures and spread joy and positivity wherever they went. And so, Harry and Ron's adventures continued, their friendship stronger than ever, as they embarked on new quests and made new memories that would last a lifetime.
friends, it's me, Hacker from Minecraft. My friend Pro have made some very interesting nether portal build, but we should show them how professional hackers build it, and while I'm building, I'll continue to tell you the breathtaking story. Don't forget to press like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! One day, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a forest that seemed to defy the laws of time. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they discovered that time moved differently within its borders. Days passed in minutes, and seasons changed in the blink of an eye. Intrigued by this phenomenon, Harry and Ron decided to explore the forest further. They encountered trees that whispered secrets of the past, and animals that seemed to know the future. They learned that the forest was a place where the past, present, and future converged, and that those who entered it were forever changed by its magic. At the heart of the timeless forest, Harry and Ron discovered the Tree of Life, a majestic tree that was said to hold the secrets of the universe. As they approached the tree, they felt a powerful energy emanating from it, filling them with a sense of awe and wonder. As they touched the tree, they were granted visions of their past and future selves, showing them the impact they would have on the world. They realized that their friendship was not just a bond between two people, but a force that would shape the course of history. As Harry and Ron prepared to leave the timeless forest, they were confronted by the Guardians of Time, ancient beings tasked with protecting the forest and its secrets. The Guardians challenged Harry and Ron to prove their worthiness to leave the forest by facing a series of trials that tested their courage, wisdom, and friendship. With determination and perseverance, Harry and Ron overcame the trials and earned the respect of the Guardians. They were allowed to leave the forest, knowing that they had been forever changed by their experience. As Harry and Ron emerged from the timeless forest, they knew that their adventure had come to an end, but they also knew that their friendship would endure, timeless and eternal, a beacon of light in a world full of darkness. And as they looked back on their journey, they knew that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other and the memories of their adventures to guide them. As Harry and Ron returned to Willow Creek, they were greeted with cheers and applause from the townspeople. They had been gone for so long, and everyone had been worried about them. But now, seeing them return safe and sound, the town rejoiced. The mayor declared a holiday in their honor, and a grand feast was held in the town square. Harry and Ron were hailed as heroes, their names forever etched in the annals of Willow Creek's history. But for Harry and Ron, the greatest reward was knowing that they had each other, and the memories of their incredible adventures to cherish forever. As Harry and Ron sat by the fire, reflecting on their adventures, they knew that their journey together had come to an end, but they also knew that the bond of friendship they had forged would last a lifetime. They vowed to never forget the lessons they had learned, the challenges they had faced, and the victories they had won. And as they looked out at the stars, they knew that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other, and the incredible bond of friendship that had carried them through it all. And so, Harry and Ron's adventures came to an end, but their friendship endured, a shining example of the power of true friendship, and a reminder that no adventure is too great when you have a friend by your side. After their epic adventures, Harry and Ron decided to take a break and enjoy some well-deserved rest. They spent their days exploring the town, playing games, and enjoying each other's company. But soon, the call of adventure beckoned once again. Harry and Ron knew that they were destined for more great adventures, and they couldn't wait to see where their next journey would take them. One day, while wandering through town, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a magical circus that had mysteriously appeared overnight. Intrigued, they decided to check it out and were amazed by the wonders they found inside. They watched inspiring acrobatics, incredible magic tricks, and exotic animals performing tricks. But the highlight of the show was a mysterious fortune teller who claimed to see great adventures in Harry and Ron's future. Curious about the fortune teller's prophecy, Harry and Ron sought her out after the show. She revealed that they were destined for a journey to the mystical land of Avalon, where they would uncover ancient secrets and face great challenges. Excited by the prospect of a new adventure, Harry and Ron set out to prepare for their journey. They knew that whatever awaited them in Avalon, they would face it together, as they always had. After weeks of preparation, Harry and Ron set off on their journey to Avalon. They traveled through dense forests, crossed treacherous rivers, and climbed towering mountains, facing challenges at every turn. But with their unwavering determination and friendship, they overcame every obstacle in their path. And as they crossed into Avalon, they knew that their greatest adventure was yet to come. As Harry and Ron entered Avalon, they were greeted by a land unlike any they had ever seen. The air was filled with magic, and the land itself seemed to pulse with life. They knew that their journey here would be filled with wonder and danger in equal measure.
Well, what cool buildings my friends have made. I like them very much. And you? I hope so too. I should also show them how to make a nether portal building. Well, at the same time, I will continue the story. Their first task in Avalon was to find the Crystal of Light, a powerful artifact that could restore balance to the realm. Legend had it that the crystal was hidden deep within the heart of the Enchanted Forest, guarded by ancient creatures and powerful magic. Undeterred by the challenges ahead, Harry and Ron set out into the forest, determined to find the crystal and fulfill their destiny. As they journeyed through the Enchanted Forest, Harry and Ron faced a series of trials that tested their courage, wisdom, and friendship. They encountered talking animals, treacherous paths, and magical illusions designed to confuse and deceive. But with their unwavering determination and trust in each other, they overcame every challenge that came their way, drawing closer to the Crystal of Light with each passing day. At the heart of the Enchanted Forest, Harry and Ron finally came face to face with the guardian of the Crystal of Light, a mighty dragon with scales as hard as diamond and breath as hot as fire. In a fierce battle that tested their skills and resolve, Harry and Ron fought bravely, using all their wit and courage to outmaneuver the dragon and claim the crystal. And when the dust settled, they emerged victorious, the crystal in their hands, shining brighter than ever before. With the Crystal of Light in their possession, Harry and Ron set out to restore balance to Avalon. They journeyed to the heart of the realm, where the magic of the crystal could be unleashed. As they reached the sacred place, they found that the realm was plagued by darkness and chaos. The natural order was disrupted, and the creatures of Avalon were suffering. With a solemn determination, Harry and Ron activated the Crystal of Light, unleashing its power across Avalon. The realm was bathed in a brilliant light, and slowly but surely, the darkness began to recede. As the light of the Crystal of Light spread throughout Avalon, the realm began to transform. The once chaotic land was now peaceful and harmonious, with nature thriving and the creatures of Avalon living in harmony. The people of Avalon hailed Harry and Ron as heroes, thanking them for restoring balance to their realm. A grand celebration was held in their honor, with feasting, music, and dancing that lasted for days. With Avalon now at peace, Harry and Ron knew that it was time to return home. They bid farewell to the people of Avalon, knowing that they had made lifelong friends and left a lasting impact on the realm. As they crossed back into their own world, they knew that their adventure in Avalon had changed them forever. They had faced incredible challenges, made new friends, and learned valuable lessons about courage, friendship, and the power of light over darkness. And as they returned to Willow Creek, they knew that their adventures were far from over. With the bond of friendship that had carried them through Avalon, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, together. After their adventures in Avalon, Harry and Ron stumbled upon a hidden portal that transported them to the land of dragons. Here, majestic dragons ruled the skies, and ancient magic flowed through the land. Intrigued by this new world, Harry and Ron set out to explore. Eager to learn more about the dragons and their way of life, they discovered that the dragons were wise and noble creatures, with a deep respect for nature and the balance of the world. As Harry and Ron delved deeper into the land of dragons, they learned of a great trial that all dragons must face to prove their worthiness. The trial involved navigating a treacherous maze filled with traps and challenges designed to test their strength, intelligence, and courage. Determined to help, Harry and Ron offered to guide a young dragon named Draker through the trial. Together, they faced dangers beyond imagination, relying on their wit and bravery to overcome each obstacle. After many challenges, Draker emerged victorious from the trial, proving himself to be a true dragon of the land of dragons. The other dragons welcomed him into their ranks, and he became a hero among his kind. Harry and Ron were hailed as heroes as well, their bravery and selflessness earning them the respect and admiration of the dragons. They spent many days in the land of dragons, learning from the dragons and forging bonds that would last a lifetime. As their time in the land of dragons came to an end, Harry and Ron knew that it was time to return to Willow Creek. They bid farewell to their dragon friends, knowing that they would always be welcome in the land of dragons should they ever return. As they stepped through the portal and back into their own world, Harry and Ron knew that their adventures were far from over. With the memories of their time in the land of dragons to guide them, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead together. After their adventures in the land of dragons, Harry and Ron stumbled upon another hidden portal that led them to the land of giants. Here, everything was oversized, from the plants to the animals to the giants themselves. Intrigued by this new world, Harry and Ron set out to explore, marveling at the giant trees and vast landscapes. They soon encountered a friendly giant named Grog, who welcomed them and offered to show them around. Grog led Harry and Ron to his village, where they met other giants and learned about their way of life. The giants were gentle creatures who lived in harmony with nature,